Welcome to today's daily report market analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst. That's Hantec on Tuesday, the 10th of December. There's a relative calm that we've seen through forex majors today, and we've got this a whole raft of key announcements in the coming days. We've got the Fed tomorrow, we've got the ECB Thursday, Bank of England Thursday, the UK election result overnight into Friday. And also, markets are still waiting out for whether the US are going to be placing the additional tariffs on China, and that's due on the 15th, so at the weekend. So, markets are fairly sort of quiet, I think, in the across the forex space. Certainly, you've got sterling, euro, just marginally gaining, dollar, yen not going anywhere. Similarly, the commodity majors not really going anywhere. Now that's sort of coming as we've got treasury yields which are just a tick or so lower, not a great deal of direction there. Interesting that we've seen that the Chinese yuan also not really going anywhere, again consolidating, so it seems as though that the markets are fairly quiet in that regard, although there was a spike higher on volatility on the VIX, and that is certainly playing out through equity markets today, where equities are actually finding direction. It seems as though in the last sort of week or so, really, the equities are the place to be in terms of volatility, and that has picked up again. Looks sharply lower on FTSE 100 and DAX. CAC now also following suit, and I've got the CAC as my chart of the day, and I'm going to show you the impact of that. But certainly interesting moves there coming through. Now, again, sort of playing into the whole consolidation theme, you've got oil, which is just marginally lower, not a great deal, yeah, we're just sort of basically, I think, still to a certain extent biding time in front of the Fed, but also more importantly this tariff decision that the US will be having. So we've got that playing out today. Now, in terms of data points, we've had overnight the Chinese inflation data, which sort of spiked a little bit higher on the CPI. We've got still the impact of the spike in pork prices from the swine flu epidemic through China. But interesting that the PPI remains negative, ticked a bit higher, but remains negatively, and sort of suggesting that the global slowdown is still impacting through the Chinese producers there. Let's go back on that. We can see the at 9:30 today, you've got the UK GDP numbers and industrial production. GDP is expected to be a tick higher by 0.1%, so a tiny amount higher on the month of October. On a 3-month basis, flat. Nothing doing in terms of growth there as the UK economy continues to show signs of stagnation. You've got the industrial production ticking a slight amount higher after a 0.2% growth expected in October, up to negative 1.2% on the industrial production. 10 o'clock, we've got the German ZEW economic sentiment, and that is, well, that's expected to improve to flat from negative 2.1. Also looking out for an improvement in current conditions as well. So it's interesting to see if German data does actually improve there. Now, in terms of charts today, I said the CAC. Now, what we've seen is in the French CAC is this uptrend channel over the last sort of 4 or so months, pulling consistently higher. So you've got the breakout that hit 5966, but then rolled over. You've seen a rebound reaction that has started to pull lower. But it's interesting that we saw this similar sort of sharp move to the downside back in early October that then started to find a basis of support, and then weakness was bought into. So it's interesting that we've seen this tick lower today. I said in the morning report that a close below 5.8 would suggest that you need to just be a little bit mindful of the fact that we could see a bit of a near-term drop back again. However, you do still play out this uptrend channel. So I think this is a chart you're looking or waiting for an opportunity to buy, because you've got the momentum indicators still, certainly on the MACD lines, still fairly positively configured on a medium-term basis within this channel, and suggesting that corrections are a chance to buy. So this little move back towards the channel lows, I think, would be an opportunity. You do see that the channel low and that key breakout support around 5.7 area, 5.705, that channel low comes in at 5.710 today. So there's a little bit of room still to play out, but I would say that the little weakness is still going to be seen, I think, as a chance to buy on the French CAC. Today, though, we are under pressure. We've pulled back below 5.8 now, decisively. So a close below there, considering the momentum indicators on the hourly are turning negative, I'd say be careful of a near-term decline, but we'd be looking out for, again, renewed medium-term buying opportunities here. So I continue to see that the CAC is positively configured on a medium-term basis, but just that near-term prospect of a corrective move. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading. Click here to subscribe to our analysis videos and go to our website to sign up for our webinars.